Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do a loose watercolor painting with some bright colors. I provide watercolor related information in my channel. So if you have not subscribed it, please subscribe my channel to get those kind of information and watch the video till end to know a lot more about watercolor. I'm going to use the photo ink today for these bright colors what you can see here. Preparation of the sheet is very important, so I really love to fix my sheet with tapes before starting my work, because once I apply water or color, your sheet should not get crumbled. It will be difficult for me to maintain later, so I always prefer to fix my sheet when I'm going to start any painting. So I use the normal mount tape for my sheets. This time I am not applying water on my sheet before applying color. I want to retain the brightness in my sheet for this painting. So applying directly the color in the sheet at the very first tone itself. So in watercolor, it is important to maintain the same freshness till end, and that is the challenge most of the time people face. So for that, lot of practice needed, and I also do a lot of practice in that. I am still learning, and lot of learnings I am getting every day after each practice. So here also I am doing a practice only. Today I am going to practice some cloud and evening sky, brightness of the color and freshness of the watercolor. Those exercises which we need to follow almost every day to get the perfect hand in watercolor. I am taking the scarlet lake, which is red, crimson red, violet, light blue and dark blue color, and I don't have the proper yellow color with my ink bottles, so I'm going to take the tube yellow color, where I'm using two types of yellow. One is chrome yellow and other one is lemon yellow and little bit orange tint there. So these are the colors I'm going to use today. For photo ink, you will be getting a link in my description box, because I have already created a video on that, so you can check there. And I'm not going to use the black color today. Without black, how can we get the bright colors here? Let's check that. Bright colors gives more confidence to the watercolor. When we do practice, we should always try to use some bright colors so that we can develop the skill very fast, and as much as using the brighter color, our confidence level increase. So try to use the brighter color, which I do almost regularly, so that I get the confidence. And watercolor needs practice. If I'm doing this practice for some time and I'm leaving it for a few days, then definitely again I will have to do from scratch. There are two techniques are very popular in watercolor medium. One is wet on wet, another one is wet on dry. If we apply the water or very light tone of color at the very first time and working on the wet area itself with some other color, it is called wet on wet technique. And if we are using water or color layer wise. First layer, if we are letting it dry and applying second layer on top of that after drying, that is called wet and dry. Both techniques are very popular in watercolor medium. It depends on the subject, what you want to achieve, and sometimes some objects looks very good in wet on wet technique, and sometimes some objects looks very beautiful in wet on dry technique also. So every time when we do practice, we should practice both the technique to get hand on that, so that any medium or any style will be easy for us. By the time I'm waiting for drying up my upper part, I'm going to work on the lower part now. I'm using the same tape what I was using there before, because I don't want a fresh tape. If I will be placing a fresh one, then my color may get diminished. So I just need a little line on that area. So I'm using the same one. Just after applying little color on that and defining that line, I'm going to remove that tape. It is good to use a used one so that it will not stuck properly on your color. Without using black color, we can get a darker shade in any color. Here I am using purple color instead of black, because once we apply the black color, we don't get any option to get the depth in that. So I don't want to use the black color here. Here I am using the purple color, which I have got after mixing blue and my red, and trying to give the depth with that purple only. I have seen many students using black color at the very first time when they are applying at the first layer. It is not a very good idea, because once we apply the black color on our painting, we don't get the depth to work on more. Once we apply the darkest color, then it will be difficult for us to change it. So it is really good to mix some other color and making it black. And these things again will be coming after doing several practice of in color mixing. We can definitely try mixing some different colors and making some known own color palette, and it is really interesting also when we try doing that. I have seen many artists on YouTube or any other social media platform, and learning every day something new from them. And that's why I always check others' work also. It is very important to see others' work also, to learn new thing every day, and that is the advantage of social media nowadays. Because when we learn, we have started learning from our childhood days. We have not got these kind of opportunities to learn from other artists more, because that time there was no social media and other platform also, and we had to check very few books, and only depends on our teachers who taught us. And nowadays it is very good for the children and very good for the new learners to learn different techniques, and they get things very easily. So our now point is how much practice we are doing after seeing those. If we are only seeing and not learning anything, that will not help us. Once we see and practice the same thing in our own sheet, that will only help. Patience is very important in watercolor. That I have already mentioned in my previous videos also, and every video I try to mention the same thing, because in watercolor we need to wait once our first layer will be drying, then only we can go for the second layer if we need any detailed work. We cannot do more on the wet area, so it's all depends on the waiter also. Sometimes I have seen people use hair dryer to dry the sheet, but in that case it gets more dry, and our colors get breaks, and we don't get the actual desired effect there. So we should always try to dry our sheets naturally. Selection of color brush and the painting sheet is very important for watercolor. Nowadays in online stores we can get a variety of watercolor sheets and variety of watercolor brushes, so we can always check and buy. It is not important to buy the expensive one, but it is important to check the actual proper one. Watercolor brush always should hold more water so that you can apply it smoothly on the paper. That also we can check, and sheet also we should always check whether it will hold my water properly or it will damage after applying few wash. I hope after hearing these tips you can also do a better watercolor the next time. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and please comment below whatever you want to ask me about watercolor. And please like this video and share this video with someone who really want to learn watercolor painting. And we'll see you next week. Bye bye.